obviously, Tad, he's still on the up and coming developmental stages of his
Mhm.
career. Um, I honestly believe he can turn into one of the more premier elite cornerbacks in the league if you give him a few seasons on this team. I
I
just
think so
don't think
too.
he's there yet. They drafted him for a reason. They drafted him high. They believe in him. They want to invest in
Mhm.
him. I mean, Saints fans are just going to have to be extremely patient going forward here. I mean, you definitely had you had a run for a couple of decades there with Drew Brees of making multiple playoff runs and everything like that. So, unfortunately, Saints fans, every franchise goes through it. Even my beloved Broncos have gone through it several times. You have to kind of go through the carousel where it's your turn to be one of the bad teams, and unfortunately, that's just probably how it's going to be for the Saints fans. But if you are a Saints fan, listen to this. There's a lot of hope for the future. There's a lot of hope for the long term future. That is for sure because you got Kellen Moore, you got
Mhm.
Nussmeyer in there at the offensive coordinator spot. At the defensive coordinator spot, you just brought in Brandon Staley. He previously served as the head coach for the Chargers. He has experience as a defensive coordinator. He notably led the LA Rams to a number one ranked total defense in 2020. So Brandon Staley is going to have a massive job
Yeah.
coming in here, this season to see what he can piece together. PFF does unfortunately have the Saints defensive line ranked last. Um, Carl Granderson paced the defensive line in snaps and PFF overall grade in 2024. So, yeah, obviously they're going to look to him for tremendous leadership, him to be able to go out there, get to the quarterback, lead these young guys, mentor these young guys. Um, they're saying that the next best player might just be Chase Young. Yeah, and I mean Chase Young, number 99, the edge rusher, former first round, second overall pick out of Ohio State. Um, yeah, obviously a tremendous rookie season, but he's kind of going through his growing pains now in his career. So you kind of want to see if like Young can kind of, given the situation and everything going on with New Orleans, can he be one of the guys? The Saints are going to need it's going to be a brutal season for the Saints, but when it comes to Chase Young, I mean, can you take advantage of this time to just keep developing yourself, keep you know um, increasing your stats, working on that. Brian Brees, kind of want to see some improvement out of him as well. PFF has him on a very low run defense grade of 28. So you're definitely going to, saying that, you kind of want to improve on the run tackling there. So that's going to be a major question mark when I look at all this, Tad, is the Saints are going to have a very hard time stopping the run with this front seven. And even in the secondary, that's still very young and unexperienced and like you either have very young guys or a lot of players past their prime.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. I know they also have Cam Jordan, of course, one of the more feared defenders on the line back in the day, and he's also well past his prime as well. So, can he provide some level of play while also mentoring some of the younger players on the team? I think that's another big question, and I think they're going to need a lot of good mentorship to move the team along.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're basically, if you are the Saints front office, you're paying these older guys that you have on your roster to be mentors. I mean, that's what you're paying them for at this point because this thing's not going to happen again for another few seasons, Tad, really. So you're paying Cameron Jordan to basically go out there and be a leader. You're paying, Justin Reed to go out there and be a mentor. So now the big question is, can they do that?
Yes, that is definitely the big question when it comes to the Saints.
Uh,